Hello, besties. It's me. We are your turn, Dad. I'm on a spring break. Thought I'd have another episode for you guys because I feel like I did something momentous, but it just sort of happened to be that this is the week that I won writing contest, and instead of like doing it again, I got to be the judge. So it's been a really weird week. I've been driving around taking the kids all over the place, and it's been fun. I won't deny I'm not a fan of driving as much as I do, but if they're happy, I will grin and bear it, even if I'm like, we could just drive a little bit less. There's a meme I saw a couple of times now that just like, it's like, not this is what I'm experiencing, but I think it's funny to me. It's like we have these friends that we go to hell and back for, but it would be really great if they stopped doing that. Like we don't have to keep going to hell and back. And I'm just like, yeah, I think I don't need to do that. I don't need to go to hell and back. I'm just here. I'm just enjoying my time. Obviously, I'm not home. I don't have my regular setup. I should have brought a tripod, but I did not know if I was going to film. But I'm going to film because it is Saturday, and I'm driving back tomorrow, and I'm not going to be able to film tomorrow. So yeah, that's how things are going. So this was not charged, despite me having ample opportunity to charge it here, and I did not even notice. I'm doing a lot of admin work in the morning before everyone wakes up, and I'm about to go do that. So like, I guess this one's going to be about you get back on the horse when you get knocked off, right? Like I feel like I've been knocked off because I'm intentionally doing less right now, but I'm like I want to do more, but that's not the way. I want to do more, but I'm not going to spend my entire time that I'm on vacation trying to get words in when I'm just like experiencing life, enjoying myself. All right, so I'm going to be intentional about that, and hope you guys are intentional about what you do, right? Yeah, and I'm trying to do less. I'm like, all right, let me do less than what I'm doing, less than what I did in 2015. But I'm trying to get more out of what I'm doing. So the newest idea is a very specific thing. It's I'm gonna have people come on to my Discord server Tuesday night, and we're gonna like group read through somebody's work and give them like pointers or something. This gives people the opportunity to like have us read their work and just give them comments on it and feedback, and also gives them a chance to have their work read aloud because as long as you can take the feedback, you should be fine. And then one of the things about writing is that you need to learn how to take feedback, otherwise you're not going to improve. If you crumple the first feedback, I get you. Like it feels like a personal attack, but it's not. I guess that's where we're going with today's vlog. If you're getting feedback, if you've asked for feedback, and you only want to hear that your work is like beautiful smelling daisies, this is not for you. This is not. You have to be able to take like bad feedback, like especially like. I'm making another military metaphor. Like, I've gotten like some like really very important feedback that at the time I was like, okay. But then in retrospect, I'm like, all right, obviously something was going on with me, and they needed to help me out, and they helped me out. I'm trying to be as receptive as I can to feedback, which is like why I'm doing less. Why I'm like, I'm going to focus on the things I'm good on. I'm going to focus on the things I want to do, and make those things happen. Right. But if you're coming into it with your hackles up, like, all right, my first thing is like, I give 3 levels of feedback to everybody. All right, the 3 levels are did not read it, could not read it because I stopped somewhere, and this is the stopping point. The second level is it's good. This is what I would change. This is I spend the most time with this people. And the third level of feedback is ship this to a publisher, right? So there's my 3 levels of feedback right now, right? I spend no time with the publisher people. I'm like, this is better than the stuff I've read published by a traditional publishing company. Go and ship it to somebody. Mail it to a publishing company. Email, print, whatever. I'm not worried about those guys. They're fine. The ones that I DNF, I'm just like, I can give you some feedback. It's going to be red level, okay? But let me point you to my style guide because my thought is here, you're either an inexperienced writer or you don't know the style conventions of the genre you're writing, or you don't read a lot. What happens to people that don't read a lot is that they have these bad habits of like writing first person inserts into third person POVs, and I'm just like, all right, you need whatever you're doing. I greatly appreciate you trying, all right, and I don't want to discourage you, but you need to read what people are doing before you break the rules. You understand why the rule is there in the first place, right? And then there's people in the middle where I'm like, okay, here's what I'm going to do because I love you so much. I love you all so much. Great. We should have a good is that I want to go and I want to punch up the work because sometimes when you're too close to a work, you don't know how to enhance it. And I'm like, all right, I can see what you're doing here. Let me try to enhance the work a little bit, punch it up. Because somebody punched up my work before and I was like, I see what happened here. I see what you did. I'm learning from this. This is good. Because that is the kind of where I learn, where people are like, okay, it's good, but this is how I would improve it. I'm just like, whether I take the improvement suggestion or not, I'm like, this is how somebody else does it. Very interesting. Okay, now that I've learned that, what would I do with that? Right, so like, yeah, that's my 3 levels of feedback right now. DNF here, here's how to improve it. I spend the most time with these guys, which are most of the people that come to me for advice. And then there's like, ship it to a publisher, level 3, right? Feedback, whatever. I'm not gonna do this level feedback, but like, you understand what I'm talking about. And also, like, I'm really stuffed up, and I would just like to not be stuffed up. Be lovely, so lovely. Yeah. All right. So the other big news is that Launchpalooza is about to close for new people because we are almost mid-April. I gotta do my taxes. I gotta do Launchpalooza. Some of those are in the same week, and we're gonna start doing the cross like checking who's gonna be shouting out who when. Right. They do that themselves. And then allegedly, there will be a new webserial website posting by the end of April. Hopefully that's going to be good news. I'm excited for it. If you know, you know. When Novelizing had to close down, I was just like, oh, man. The other thing is like, people will, and this, I guess this became like a litany. This is my litany for new people. It's like, don't count yourself out and don't not put your work out there. Like my message at the beginning of this year when I started doing YouTube, was it this year? Was it last year? It was last year. I've been doing YouTube almost 2 years. Was to just post, right? Just like post your thing and have it out there. And I think that the thing that most of these kids most of these writers that I'm meeting are like not cognizant of. It's like they think they're gonna have an immediate overnight success, but like it takes time. It takes time to cook. Not only does it take time for you to write the thing, it takes time for people to find the thing, and then you can go off and like it takes like months, right? People want to get into Rising Stars on Royal Road because it gives them like 3 months of growth, but then you can also just have 3 months of growth by posting for 3 months, right? Because you're there for not that long. Hello. It's not the be all end all. I miss Rising Stars with Skill Spear unless something happens, and it's fine. I got to like very close to the top of number 50, but I'm still writing it, and I'm still enjoying it, and I'm still going to keep writing it. And I think that I just wrote some parts of my book that makes it going to be a much longer series than I expected, which is not what I expected because I thought I'd be done with it soon. But now it's looking like a 4 to 7 book series. So that's new. I've not had a series that long, but I'm enjoying it. I'm going to keep posting it. I'm going to start writing Wedding Planner RPG, and if I have to slow down on releasing chapters for Skill Sphere, I will. I don't want to, but I will, because I can't maintain the thing. Because I want to do Wedding Planner RPG, and I want to take Rising Stars, because I'm going to have it fully edited and have fully it's going to be the best thing I've released on day one in terms of editing and whatever, which reminds me to do the cover. Yeah. So most of what I've been doing on my vacation has been drawing and painting with some of my programs. Let me bring up one thing. So I'm on the fence between two things, and you guys can help me decide in the comments. I am between Infinite Painter and Evis Pro. I drew this in Infinite Painter, which is pretty good, because I followed a tutorial, and I'm like, all right, I'm trying to find these tutorials. Let me just smash cut to art. I'm trying to find these tutorials where they take layers, and I'm just like, look at this. Hopefully I can make this the icon for the forum server, because they use the owls. But I'm just like, I did that? Holy shit. And if you haven't watched, Hourglass has a thing about your taste versus your ability. And I'm just like, it took me about 3 months to get to the part where I'm like, all right, I might be close to having something commercially viable. And that's this is blowing my mind. And mostly it's because I'm like, I did the shading and everything here. And you see the shading? See that? You see how it's not doing anything? You see how I got her Converse sneakers to do what I want them to do? I'm very excited about this. So that was an Infinite Painter, because it's like a concept art, and I'm just like, oh, I could do that in. But everyone that I'm looking at, they're using what's the other app? I'm gonna pause here and look up an app. Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint is the other one. And I'm just like, can I just buy this overall? Can I just buy this on its own? Because the other thing I've learned this week is I'm looking at all these. If I am able to sell a cover, I will be able to buy a larger monitor to draw on, because this is becoming more and more fun, more relaxing, and more I'm enjoying this. And I want to buy this 24-inch XP Pen monitor, but then I'm in the fine print, it's it requires a computer, so I have to hook this up to a computer. It doesn't work on its own, like my notepad, but okay. So I'm do I buy the $67 license for Clip Studio Paint? I probably will, and then, but it doesn't work with the Android version. I'm just this is that software ethics question that I got as an undergrad, that I'm I see what they did there. But anyway, so if you are a brand new writer, if you would like your work to get read, I'm going to, in a couple, probably around beginning of May or the end of April, I will post something about what we're going to be calling it. And in order to read somebody's work, we have to get permission, right? So you would have to opt in. But if you want us to read your work live, and it's going to be definitely a live thing. It's not going to be it probably won't be a podcast, because then we'd have to have perpetual rights or whatever. But if you want us to read your stuff, we'll read your stuff. I will act it out. I will take one of the roles. somebody else wants to, like, there's going to be a bunch of people that volunteer. I know it's going to be fun because I always like have a fun time with whoever shows up, right? Somebody at my workshop last week was fun. One person showed up. Like, we had a great time. I mentored one person, right? So besties, go do what you're going to do and post something. Remember, it's going to take time for people to find you. And even if it doesn't take time, and like two of my friends, they're just like blowing up, have the thing ready for when people show up, right? So that they can just like slot in and then do the thing. Yes. So I hope the next time I'll have like a retrospective on my workshop that's coming up soon. And I think what I need to do is a roundtable on social media for authors. Don't know how I'm going to do that. We'll see. I might need someone to film me like an intern or something like that. Who knows? Could be you. Have a great day, besties.